You are live. Thanks for that heads up. Hey everybody, Boomslang here. Welcome to the channel. So, things looking dark. The lighting hasn't changed. It's just that I got sunburned today while out and about doing different things around town, and then going to my son's house and swimming since my granddaughters and daughter-in-law were out doing the girls' day out mud run, fun run, whatever you want to call it, muddy. The guys, my two sons, grandson and myself, went about town and stuff, and then we went back to their house and lounged around the pool for a little bit, a couple hours actually. But we had fun, lots of fun. So first things first, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. You know that, right? Let's get the proverbial yo out of the way. There's the yo. Now, quick update on the 3D printing. So, was it last Thursday? This past Thursday, my granddaughter does cheer, and they had a fundraiser to help pay for their trip to Indianapolis, where they're having a competition. And as I said in the last video, I was making some 3D stuff with my 3D printer. Well, I had like 25 or 27 items, and this is what I got left. Like one of these, I had 3 of these, right? I had 3 spiders. I got 1 left there. I had 3 of these little dragon things here. I've got 1 left. I had these are frogs. 2, 3 skeletal frogs. I got 3 left. I had 5 of those. I had 3 of these, 2 this size and 1 larger. I only got 1 small one left. I had 3 of these little dragons. I now only have 1 left. This fish hook and chain worm did not sell. Hey Barry, how's it going? And this little guy did not sell. It was like $4 price tag on him. He did not sell. So, but my sales alone was between $50 and $75 raised for the fundraiser. All proceeds were donated to the fundraiser. So that's what I have left. Then when I get home, I'm like, well, I gotta resupply. I thought I was gonna have more left, but I didn't. And so when I got home, I made this really neat looking frog. And I know it might be hard to see the light in the light. All the nice, look at the striping on him. Isn't that cool? Very nice. Very cool skeletal frog. And they'll sit. You can put them up and they'll kind of sit up and look at you, you know. Hey, what's going on? You can set them on your desk and they'll keep you company, or they'll just lay flat like that. Kids love these little slinky type things, you know, even though they're not slinkies. So I made 1 more of those test run with a different, because I ran out of the filament that I had to make the other frogs that my grandkids really liked. And although everything I made with that filament sold, everyone liked it. It looked like the color of a motorcycle exhaust when it gets hot. You know, it changes colors and stuff like that. And then I made this guy, Groot, right? So pretty cool. And you know, he lay on the bed like that, and then it just builds him up. Well, the first 2 failed. The last one failed literally while his face needed to be put on. And it failed because the hand got knocked off the plate. And that sent the spaghetti then that was supposed to make the index finger and the thumb, that sent that spaghetti everywhere else. And it just messed everything up. So I stopped it. And then I ran 1 off again. I slowed everything down and was successful the 3rd time around. So Still dealing with stuff coming off of the plate, but the build plate they call it, but getting there. Now, another quick thing real quick before we get into the cards. How's it going, Eden? All right, God's great. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by, Titus. Let me share my screen with you guys. Is this it right here? Share screen. Share screen. I want to do. Where's it at? Great. Hold on. Cancel that. Because I don't have it up over here. It's right there. All right, let's call it up there now. Device details. There we go. All right, this is Creality Print. So let's see if I can get this back up. Now we'll go share device. Not it. Share device. Share screen. I want Creality Print. Window. Share window. There we go. So here we go. So now you guys can see on the screen, excuse me, I'm printing up another one of those little stone dragons that I held up as a test run because I was printing off a humongous skeletal T-Rex, and within the last, it had like an hour left on the print. It was like a 10-hour print. It popped off the plate and I had to destroy it. So it was disappointing to go 8 hours into the print to have it just pop off the plate. So I'm still kind of working with that, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, that's the machine as it's working. We'll stop sharing that, and I slowed it down so it's not going, 8,000 miles an hour. Adam's Card Closet's here. Hey, Adam, how's it going? So now let's get to baseball cards, right? We're already almost 7.5 minutes in, and we're talking about the 1972 Topps. I did come across the box with some older, 70s cards and some maybe older 60s and stuff like that. But there was a section of 73s, 74s, 72. So the 72s are like literally here. These in this, and this. So there's two big handfuls of 72 Topps here. So we're going to see what I need to complete my set. Hopefully I have what I have is in there, what I need. But let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? First things first, let's get this out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. And then we're going to switch the cameras and we're going to shoot down at the binder, hopefully. All right, so switch up the cameras. Camera. There we go, camera. Change that to 720. Change that to 360 link. There we go. And now let's try to kind of gander over at, if we can, at the my water bottles over at the binder. So there you go. Pretty good look at the binder there. It's not a perfect look, but it's a look. Now, I have a note somewhere. So on the inside of the page, I have some numbers written down that it says I need, but I don't know if that's correct. Like it's over here on this painter's tape that I taped to there. But that's needs and not what needs to be replaced, though. If there's anything that needs replacing. So let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? Also, this is a master set. I'm trying to build all master sets with my sets. So this is the variation with the green underpainting here, painting, whatever, in green under the C in Cubs and the S in Cubs, and then the corrected version is yellow all the way across the bottom for the Cubs. So those are there's several of those variations in here, and when we get to them, we'll point them out. So let's get Crack-a-Lack, and there's middle finger Billy. Love that card. Got Yaz. Where did I see a Yaz that someone wrote on his card? I just looked at them somewhere. Anyway. Willie Mays, Mays in Action. So a lot of the big names are already here, but there's obviously some that are not. So we're going to get to them as soon as I'm just going to flip through here kind of fast. So bear with me. I want to change the camera back so I can see the chat. I can't see the chat. There we go. Good evening, Aaron. What's going on? So let's do this. Let's throw the link up. If anyone wants to come in, they can. They're surely welcome. Where's the link at? There it is, right here. I think that's it. Let's do this. Copy here. Bingo. We'll paste it in there. Control V that. Booyakasha. And enter. So that the link will be showing up here shortly. If anyone wants to join in. I always try to get checklists that are unmarked, unchecked. Frank Robinson there. Mudcat Grant. Again, Cubs with the green lettering and the C and the S. And there's the corrected one is up there with all yellow lettering. Bob Gibson with some mutton chops there, buddy. So far, we're not missing any. I think the first one says it's supposed to be 285. So let's get crack-a-lacking. 285. 50s. 60s. And sometimes I'll have a piece of paper on the back or in front that'll say, replace. Lou Brock. 203, so we're getting there. We got to get to the end of the 200s. Roberto Clemente, World Series, Game 4. He got his own card. Very nice. Very nice. Dick Allen. We'll make sure to point out all the dicks we see, too. Tops. So there are variations in the checklist. Slight, minor variations, but there are some. And so I don't mind pointing them out to you guys in case you guys are interested. So basically what it is you see the print, how it goes right to the bottom. Aurelio Rodriguez, who just recently passed away, rest in peace. And here is off the border. That's all. So that's large print on the bottom, small print there, it's considered. Large print and small print is what it is referred to. Get these babies back in. And by the way, Adam, I discovered these. I found these yesterday. Some Howie Bedell autographed in pen. Here it says best wishes. Here's another one just signed. So someone got must have knew the guy or ran into him. There he is again. I don't know what that 80 is for there. Best wishes. Howie Bedell again. There's another. There's another one. Ink though. Back in the day, that's what we used was ink. Hey Robert, how's it going? And then these are just except people, kids, little shithead kids. And it says on Japan team now. So he must have went to Japan. Right? I don't know what they wrote. Fat something Dodgers. And then here they wrote Mets, third base. Then they put Dodgers there. So whatever. I don't know if these are the Jello. Oh, wait, it's something on the back. Murray Wills, Bob Clemente, and Don Clendenin. Look at that. Somehow I don't think they're real because they all look kind of. Look at the C's in the Clendenin and then Clemente. See that hook at the top? Yeah, something tells me that's not legit. That's fine. I'll send it into PSA and have them make it come back saying, "Oh yeah, that's good. They're all good. Yeah, you get 8 on that signatures." All right, so we're looking for spot 285, huh? 255 there. 264. 273. So 282. There we go. Gaylord Parry. So there we go. So let's find Gaylord if we have him in here. Gaylord. He's such a Gaylord. And I don't know if these are in order. 600, 600, 91, 270, 270. Palmer, ERA leaders. K-Line, and Steve Carlton traded. So I'm going to say they're not in order. And I pulled the dividers out, so now I got to go through the 71s until I get to the 72s again. Come on. Where you at? Oh, there's more 71s than I thought. Stand by. Stand by. Getting closer. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, markers back in. Dividers, we're going to call them. You know, I make my own dividers and I'm not even using them. No card box dividers. Oh, there he goes, right on top. Gaylord. Willie. Juan. There's Juan all wrinkled up. Forget about it. All right, so we got a Gaylord. So let's pop Gaylord right in there. So that's one less. It's not a perfect card, but it's perfect enough for my set build. It's not creased, and that's the big problem I have with cards is it cannot be creased. It cannot be written on unless it's a legitimate signature. All right, so that takes care of 285. Take my trusty marker here and mark it off on the binder. All right, now I need, it says, the next one's supposed to be 378. So let's go. Hank Aaron in action down here. Pretty cool stuff. There's Clemente tossing the ball up in the air, playing catch with himself. And Clemente in action, taking a called third strike, looks like there. Tough one there. Bob. But I think his 3,000th hit was a home run. So good on him. All right, 378. Here we go. $350s. 363. 372. There you go. 378. Need 5 pointed asterisk on copyright line. So whoever 378 is, oh, it's a checklist. 378 is a checklist. All right. So apparently I didn't make a spot for this either. So they're going to have to go back to back in the binder for now. And then I got to move them all one card over. But so the one I'm looking for has to have the 5 pointed, at sign or asterisk. Yes. Like this one has a 6 pointed one. If it ever focuses. Focus, my friend. Oh, there it is. Focus again. Come on. We're going to just take my word for it. But that's a six pointed one. See how goofy it looks? So I need a checklist. Checklist number 4. 4th series checklist. All right. Happy Father's Day. Yes, happy Father's Day to all. I got to spend it with both my sons and my grandson today. So there's some more lefty. There's Morgan's base card. Ted Williams. The last Ted Williams card. I don't think he has 73. I think that was it. That was 72. He has an action. Jenkins. Reggie in action. Very nice. He has an action again. He has base. Fourth here, more Yaz. Necro. Jenkins again. There's Munson. Carew in action. Carew base. Let me see Ted Williams on this team checklist. He had right in the center there. I'm going to say that's Ted. Bobby Mercer sliding in home plate. Bobby Mercer base. I don't know if I'm going to have a checklist here. Don't know. And then if I have one, it's got to be the 5-pointed one, not the 6-pointed. Kitty Cott. Guzman, Killabrews, Brewskis, Frank Robinsons, more Frank the Tank Robinsons, card number 1 in the set, the world champion Pittsburgh Pirates. This is the last card in the set, I believe, is Ron Reed, 787. Clemente in action. Clemente tossing the ball. Aaron McCovey. Mazeroski. Box here. Come on. We're flipping back. There we go. All right, this is it. If it's not here, I don't know. Then I don't have it. And I'm definitely not going to be able to complete it. Not yet. Not today. K-Line Baker, who will be a Hall of Famer. Raleigh Fingers. Marichal. With Wilhelm. Met him at a card show in Vegas. Actually, it was at a card show or a casino. One of the two. Bob Gibson. Sutton. Lou Brock. Pete Rose in action. Pete Rose. Fisk rookie. Walter Alston. Willie Mays in actions. Gaylord. There's more Gaylords. So check out best of the best. Palmer's. Bobby Bonds, Barry's dad. It's not looking good, guys. Frank Robinson, Denny McLean. Aaron, bench. No variation checklist. Son of a gun. Well, we can't complete that one. No, we can't complete the set. I mean, I have more somewhere. I just got to find them, I guess. I do have a box. I have a box with a couple thousand in upstairs. I guess I got to go through that. This looks like an okay Gaylord. That one's got some wear on the front. That one looks good. All rounded corners. Still rounded there, but all right. So we can't do that. Dang it. All right, we got to go back in like this. We're going back in the binder. Incomplete. All right. Sorry about that. All right. 434 is the next one. Jenkins. There's Steve Carlton on this Cardinals card. Non-traded. All right. We need bench in action. We just saw him. He's in the back here, right? Bench in action. There it is. Got it. Whoop, whoop. And this is actually a better bench card than the one I have there. So I'm going to replace both of them. That one. Let me get rid of that one. Moving on closer. Well, this got some corners, border issues. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. I don't remember if I saw one earlier. Nope, not going to replace it. I'm going to go with the one I have, even though it's off center and it's got wax on it. It doesn't have the border damage. Dang it. All right, well, we got that one, so take that one off the list. Whoop, whoop. 434 gone. All right, the next one is 534. There's Reggie. Reggie in action. I don't know where that Reggie in action is. I saw Reggie in action somewhere. Maybe I can place it. Yeah, I probably should have gone through and put them in numerical order, but I don't know. It is what it is. The last minute thing just coming live anyway. By the way, I took these cards here and I put the puzzles together, and then I taped them with Scotch tape, and I still have them somewhere in the, three-ring binder sleeves. All the puzzles, ruined the cards, nice Hall of Famers, got all taped up. So I guess I was one of those kids too that screwed stuff up. Writing on cards and stuff. I know I filled in the checklist as I was getting through. I was a checklist writer. Ah, there it is. There it is. Reggie in action. Good. Let's see if they're replaced. If there are any replacements. Reggie in action. Yeah, replace it. That one's not the best. This one is good. Gooder. Nice. And this one here versus that one there. This one's got a little dog-eared corner. So you're coming out and you're upgrade. Upgrade. Very nice. All right, so completed 2, upgraded a couple so far. But we've got more to look for to try to complete the binder. Speed Racer 5, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. All right, so the next one, we take 534 off the list. I need 699. That's going to be an in-action card. No, that'll be a base card with an in-action card. After that, 700 be in action. Because that's how they run, like 445, 46. The odd number is the base card. And just even numbers out. We'll find it when we get there, I guess. I'm just talking out of my patoot. 699. There's Gil Hodges, Hall of Famer. Checklist variations, large print, small print variations again. So I showed that earlier. Large print again touches the bottom, or gets really close to the bottom border. The other one stays away. There's also ones that have name variations on them too. But you see it's just a little bit closer than this one here. It's a small print, large print. And I believe that's how they're referred to. All right, moving on. Some boyhood photos. Lou Piniella. Gene Perry. And a couple other guys. Joseph Torrey. Brooks Robinson. There's Ted. Teddy Ball Game. Burt being won by 11, right? Sutton. Cubs error card. So I need this guy. So I was wrong. It's a Cubs variation. The Jim Hickman, I didn't see it in there, so I don't think he's going to be in there. I don't think he's going to be in there. Most of these cards in here, except for very few, and this one's just the last card in the set, are semi-stars and stars. You know, I don't think there are many that were not. Dusty Baker will be a Hall of Famer one day. So, Bill Russell's not that big of a star, and you got those. But I do not remember seeing that card in here. So, I'm pretty sure it won't be here. Better look at these already. Billy Williams. So there's a cup in there. Billy Williams. I think Ferguson Jenkins in there. Leo DeRocher. Ryan. Reggie's. That's right. I just replaced the Reggie. Alright, known. Jerry Kuzman's in there too. So there's a couple non, like, common guys. There's the Jenkins card. Bob Watson, yeah, okay. So there's some Jenkins, Thurman Munson. I said I got probably a 3,200 count box upstairs with about at least 2,000. Hey Hunter, how's it going, Hunter Bashir? But none of that guy. Yeah, none of him. Okay, so 534 stays. Oh, no, wait, what? 534. All right, I crossed that out too soon. My bad. We're looking for 699. Man, I'm behind. But anyway, we didn't have it. Let's get 699. There's Brooks Robinson. Santo, Hall of Famer. Pete Rose will be a Hall of Famer now. Rose in action. Marichal in action. Here's Rocher, Al Oliver. 77 we're up to. Greg Nettles. Lone Ryan. I saw one Ryan in here, didn't I? Let's see if it's an upgrade. I don't know what pile it's in, but we'll find it. I don't know if it's going to be an upgrade or not. It might be. One single Nolan Ryan card. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know if I can do it from here. Oops, banging the camera. Nope, can't do anything. All right, can't promote anyone to administrator. Sorry about that. There's the link again if someone wants to join in. You got some cards you want to show, whatever. I know it's late at night here on the East Coast, but it may not be late where you are. That's Orion. Really like 20 cars from the end. Okay. Non-Orion, is he an upgrade? I'm going to say yeah, even though it's not centered. It's got better corners than this one. This one's got some like 4 rounded corners and some muffed corners. So that's an upgrade. Booyah, Kasha. 12:05 here. I'll keep dozing off, but I'm trying to hang in there. I'm sorry, Barry. Don't mean to keep you up past your bedtime, but it is what it is. All right, back to 699. 6 series checklist. So again, the variation there is, I don't know, it might be a name, a name thing, or it could be the trademarks on the back are in different spots too. Let's see. Yeah. So for the 6 series checklist, the variation here is the copyright. See how it's, if this will focus, and something other than, anyway, you got the one that's over here out of focus, and then you got the one that's here. So that's the difference between these. There you go. Is their copyright lines are in different spots in series number 6. Which one is correct? I have no idea. But again, my sets that I build, for the most part, except for 1962 tops, if I ever get around to building that one, is 62 tops has got so many green tint variations, it's going to be impossible. All right, we're looking for number 699 still. $639. $657. $675. This will be 84. 93. It's supposed to be Bobby Mercer, and I have Bobby Mercer. I have Bobby Mercer now. Bobby Mercer, and then the Mercer in action. I got the in action. I just need the regular Bobby Mercer. It's there. Aha! Buddy's right there. Bobby Mercer. Oh, yeah. Got 4 of them there to choose from. 4 to get the best one. Very nice. Very nice. All right. This looks like the best one out of the 4. I'll go with that one. I'll go with that. And now $699 comes off the board. $699. Marker. 105 in South Carolina. Very nice. $699 is off the board. The next one is 706. So we're not far from it. Pat Corrales in action. I did not see that one, so I don't think I have it in that stack. So I'm just going to say I don't have it in action, but it looks like it just needs to be replaced because there is a Pat Corrales there. So what's wrong with this one here? It's colored on the back. It's got ink on the back. So that's why that needs to be replaced. Pat Corrales in action. All right. 752. 720, 730, 729, sorry. 737, 738, 738. I need 752, 41, or 47. 52 is there. Joe Morgan traded. I think I saw that. Morgan traded somewhere. Did I not? There he is. 3 to pick from. Very nice. Mr. Morgan base card. We need the trade. Let's grab the trade. I guess the best one is this one here. It's not saying much. Still got something with the corners, but I don't have anything in that slot, so I got to put something in there and maybe replace it later. But for now, it's coming off the board. Okay. Walker's there. Take him off the board. Now, 761 is next. So it's going to be another traded card? No, it's a rookies. What rookies? I've seen some rookie cards, but I don't know which one it was. That's these leaders. I hate the Astros traded Joe Morgan. That was a long time ago. Do you know who they traded him for? Who was traded for Joe Morgan? It should say on the back of his card. Ready? His left-handed hitting was a key in the trade that brought Joe to the Reds from Houston. Although not regarded as a power hitter, he led Astros in homers with 13 last year. Have a good one. All right, yep. Have a good one. Good night, Boom Slang, and everyone else in live chat. I just laid the grandbabies back down to bed, and I think I'm going to hit the bed too. We'll see you all guys in YouTube somewhere. Yes, out there in YouTube land. Thanks for stopping by. He had 13 last year, 2 off his career high of 15 in 1969. One of the fastest runners in baseball, Joe has stolen 40 or more bases in the past 3 seasons. His 40 stolen bases last season were just 19 short of the entire total of the 1971 Reds. He has stolen 131 bases out of 165 attempts in the past 3 years. Does not say who he was traded for. It was an 8-player trade. Okay. Sometimes they tell you. Some other cards will tell you, like traded cards after this will tell you, like Willie Randolph was traded for, blah, 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 blah. Mickey Rivers was traded for. Kuzman. You gotta find the rookies. There's Joe Morgan base team. Leaders. Game over back. Rose. There, all right, so here's 761 right there. Ken Ogilvie, Ron Say. Second rookie card for Ron Say. 72 and 73. He's on the 73 with Michael Jack Schmidt. And Bernie Williams, but not the New York Yankees Bernie Williams. It's the Giants Bernie Williams. But let's see if we have any more, because I know we had more rookie cards, but I don't know if they were the same card. not the same one, so I'm going to drop them out just for now. Yep, that's it. So we have bad trade. So we've got two of these to pick one that would be the better of the two. I guess it's this one here. We'll put the Gaylords back there. Oops, there we go. And we'll put the Ronsay rookie, 72 rookie, in the binder. There we go. Take 761 off the list. All right, looks like we're down to 2 cards needed. 378 and 706. Very nice. Make sure, go to the very end. Ron reads the last one. And then this is an O-Pee-Chee, 72 O-Pee-Chee of Chuck Taylor. And it's got a little bit of paper loss on the back. But not bad. So that's the 72, where I'm at 2 cards shy, plus was one of the two was a checklist variation, right? 278. Yeah, checklist variation was one of them. So actually, I need 1 to complete the set, but 2 to complete the master set. Very nice, very nice. Two cards away, baby. Oh. I gotta put these back. Oops. And then I'll share with you guys some of the stuff that I found while rooting through boxes the last couple of days. Awesome 72 set collection for sure. Thanks, Speed Racer. I have complete sets, complete Topps base sets from 77 on up to 2025. And then I've got the 73 set is complete. So I'm really trying to complete from my birth year, which is going to be hard because I need the Mantle card. That's going to be that's the big, big hitter there. All right, I just had those cards. Hang on now. Let me wet my whistle. So these are just some of them that I picked out while going through some boxes, sorting through boxes. Ugh. Slide the box over here out of the way. So, like most of these are like gold cards. Putting all the gold. I'm going to be putting all the gold sets together as well. These are like insert cards. It's got Frank Thomas on the back, but it's actually like a this guy, the other Bell for the White Sox. There's a silver Sag of Frank Thomas. There's the Topps Gold again. Here's a Donruss Dominators, Frank Thomas. 94 Fleer All-Star, Frank Thomas. 94 Fleer Team Leaders, Frank Thomas. Here's the Score Gold Rush. He's getting on top of that one, or missing it altogether. And this is from 94 Score. Another Topps Gold. Topps Gold. I think the first one was a Topps Gold, yeah. So there's 3 of those. Here's Upper Deck, 93 Upper Deck. It says Big Frank, and he's tearing the cover off the ball there. And these are from like 93. It says, yeah, 93, 7 in the front. So there's 4 of those. Fleer Ultra, or no, 92 Fleer All-Stars. I got 4 of those. Tops, 94 Tops Gold, or 93. Well, these are 94s. 93s. 93 Tops Gold. Star Performers, the OPT. These were like the little insert cards in there. I don't know how many card set it was, a 10 or 15 card set, I guess. Here's the 92 Tops All-Stars with McGriff and Thomas. Here's 93 Fleer All-Star, Frank Thomas. Prospects, non-winner though. It's just the regular one that came in the pack at Klesko. And there's the winter version. He's got the winter stamped up there. The other one doesn't. This is an Upper Deck 93, and it's the on deck with Juan Gonzalez. Here's Future Heroes Juan Gon, and here's the Topps Black Gold Juan Gon. Wait, there's more. Here's the Juan Gon winner from 92. Here's the 93 Topps Gold. Here's a Fleer 93 Fleer Ultra All-Star Juan Gon. Here's the reverse negatives Juan Gons from 90 Dunruss. There's the non-winner version of the 92 top set. These are the parallel inserts in the 92 or 93 Leaf set. It says 91, so it's 92 Leaf. Yeah, Leaf Gold or whatever they call them. I think they call them Gold Editions. Yeah, Gold Edition. Series 1 Gold Edition. Here's something from Score, the franchise. Juan Gon. 13 of 28 cards. 93 Fleer Ultra Home Run King, Juan Gon. Got some photo stampage on the back too up there. Nice. 93 Fleer Ultra Performers, Juan Gon. 2 of 10 card set. This is the Upper Deck 5th anniversary. Yeah, 5th anniversary. Juan Gons. 2 of them. Oh, hold on. Adam's here. There's Adam. What's up, Adam?
Hello. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was just finishing up some TTMs. So,
Okay.
of course, I needed my phone to be able to take pictures. So,
Oh,
so I
okay.
can't jump on earlier until I get done with that. So,
Okay. Here's this is the Dunruss 94, where they had the parallels of like a 100 card set, I think, with the the rainbow stamping on there. 94 Fleer, what they call them, but it's a 9 card set of like the top guys, I guess. Texas Ranger brand there. More of the top gold.
Front door.
More of those. Here's the Electric Diamond from Upper Deck 94. Another Electric Diamond. This is from 93. This was some kind of mail-in set, I think. I remember I sent in for a whole bunch of these. I got probably 50 sets of these. HA1 Home Run All-Stars. Yeah. Here's a neat one. Spirit of the Game. Juan Gon. 5 of 10 card set. Dominators. Juan Gon. Home Runs. Pacific. People like this Pacific with all the sparkly stuff in the background, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep going through. I'll just flash them up here real quick. You guys can have a look, see at them. Here's scratch offs, though. They're cool. Not scratched off. I don't scratch them off. These are neat. These hot shots. They're photosensitive, like heat sensitive. So if you touch them, and your temperature will expose what's behind there. So you have some kind of squiggly worms hiding in the shadow behind this black stuff. And after it cools down, they'll disappear back. More Donruss triple play scratch off game piece. Some heritage from Leaf Studio. Donruss. Here's Ted Williams, the best hitters of the game, the best hitters of the future, one gun. Here's a Home Run Heroes, one guns. Another Upper Deck Home Run Heroes. Here's a non-winner iRod Rookie Sensations. Now, people were chasing these back in the day. They were hard to pull. They only came in like jumbo packs or something like that, I think. These. So, yeah. What you got, Adam? The Juan Gan, yes.
I just got a stack of these TTMs I'm going to send out
Ooh.
Monday.
Okay.
I'll share with you who I'm sending out to if you like.
Yeah, why not? Hold on. Let me figure out how to get you up there. Maximize. What's that do? There you go. That worked. That was easy. Who's that?
Jose Canseco.
Who?
Jose Canseco.
I said McGuire, didn't it? What was on the front?
Yeah, Mike McGuire is the signing agent that you go through to get
Oh,
his
so
autograph.
he's got like a thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Rogers
Okay.
from Nebraska. The first Canadian-born MLB Hall of Famer, Mr. Fergie Jenkins.
And now we're up to 3, I think, right?
Jim Cott, Fergie Jenkins, and Larry
Walker. Larry Walker.
Larry Walker, yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Cott.
Kitty Cat. Yep.
The Hawk, Andre Dawson.
He's a guaranteed every time. What's he charging? Like $5 still or $10?
$10.
Okay.
Dave Smoke Stewart.
Oh, he always looks pissed off on all his cards. You notice that about him? He's
Yeah,
like the Bob Gibson of his era, the guy you don't want to piss off, apparently. That's why I see the cards.
Ken Singleton, very underrated player.
Yeah, he was a good hitting guy. He was hired by several teams as hitting instructors. I think the Yankees were one of them.
Mr. Tony Oliva.
There you go. Bloomington, Minnesota. Still living in Minnesota.
Mr. Jim Rice.
He's a guarantee, too. Rice is like a guarantee.
Yeah, all these guys here are guarantees. Mr. Jim Palmer.
Palmer, yeah. What's he charging, though? 20?
10.
Only 10? Okay.
Harold Carmichael, Hall of Famer.
Ooh, I got Carmichael's in person. I got a couple Carmichael autographs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Bobby Richardson, the only guy ever to win a World Series MVP on a losing team.
Yep. He's in his 90s, too, by the way. He's old now.
Yep. Mr. Wade Boggs.
Very nice. Guaranteed. There. Yeah.
Yeah, he allowed himself some chicken pregame.
Yep. Always wants that
Mr.
chicken.
Jim Gentile.
He's an old school guy from the 60s, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Come across Gentile cards.
That's the 1965 tops I'm sending out to get signed. Mr. Pat Jarvis for my Braves.
Braves, Pat Jarvis.
68
picture.
tops. Yeah.
Yep.
And then the Spaceman. We're going to outer space for Mr. Bill Lee.
Bill Lee.
He's got to stop playing some banana ball long enough to sign my card for me.
He's playing banana ball?
I don't think he is currently. He did for a while.
Really? That's crazy.
Yes.
He's pretty old.
Yeah.
And those young guys, there's a guy that played banana ball that's in the major leagues right now, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I remember seeing an interview. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I think.
And he's doing pretty good, I think. From last time. Well, hold on. You entertain the crowd. I'll be right back. I got to run upstairs. I'll share one thing.
All right.
I've shared it before on my channel, but I'll get it.
So some other cards I'll probably be sending out on future weeks is some Jim Palmers. I got some more Jim Palmers to do my next batch when I send the Jim Palmer. Got the 71 tops. Got the 68 tops Jim Palmer. Got a 1970 tops. Some of y'all might have seen these last night when I was on Sports Cards and Things, Mr. Aaron's channel. But once again, I was requested to entertain y'all for a moment. So got this beautiful 67 tops of Mr. Juan Marichal, the Dominican Dandy. And I got the 70 tops All-Star. I love those headline newspaper looking cards. And I got two 69 tops. The guy kind of owed me a little bit of change per se on the little trade we made. So I had to pick out a couple more cards. So I picked out another one of these 69 tops. Then I picked out one of these Deca or Decals or whatever these things are called, Decal Edge cards of Mr. Juan Marichal. So I'll be getting all those hopefully autographed over the next handful of months to get all them signed up as well. If they're fun times, I plan on doing a video tomorrow to kind of tribute my dad and do a Father's Day video. I've accomplished something other that I've been trying to strive for, and it's perfectly kind of came to fruition, right before Father's Day. So it's just perfect timing for me. Get to sit there and tribute for my father and do this and so on and so forth. Anybody got big plans for tomorrow? People gonna cook out? You gonna take your father out to eat? What's the dealio? Let me know down in the chats. We plan on, me and my wife. I call her my wife because she basically is, but my fiance. We plan on going out to eat tomorrow with the girls, and then as well, her dad will be tagging along. Of course, my dad's passed away, but just curious what everybody's planning on doing for tomorrow for Father's Day.
All right, I'm back.
So to answer Mr. Jake's question, is 99% of the time the guys I send the cards back. So I try to go after those guys that are basically like 100 to 99% guaranteed locks. That way I'm not losing my cards or my money. But now Mr. Boomslang's back, so let him have the stage and see what he's got for us.
All right, so it's been several years now, and I've showed this on my channel before. Bobby Richardson, since you brought him up, you're TTMing him. I TTM'd him years ago now, when he was in his 80s, let's put it that way. And he asked me if I was interested in buying his book. I said, well, sure. So he sold me his book. It was like, $20 or something like that. He gave me a discount on it, and he paid for the shipping. So it was basically a free book. But the condition was that he signed the book for me. So, and beautiful signature, Bobby Richardson, right? And of course, a lot of people don't like it personalized to them, like it says to Mickey, best wishes, Bobby Richardson, Yankees 55 to 66, and then he's got John 1-12. But this is on my TTM stuff to him, right? Oh, that's not him. That's Mario Andretti. This one's empty, so. But here they are. Bobby Richardson. I sent him a 62 tops. Beautiful signature. He sent me this, right? Kind of a knockoff 60 or
66.
66, yeah. But obviously it's got his own stuff on the back. He sent me these tracks, right?
Yeah, I got some of those old school red ones. He usually will sign those as well and leave you a little note on the back panel.
There you go. And he did.
Yeah.
So I asked him a question. The question I asked him was you sent him like a question too. And I asked him what was it like being, a roommate or teammate with Mickey Mantle. And Mickey is a great name. Mantle was my teammate, all my career, Bobby Richardson. And of course, we know he did the eulogy for Mickey Mantle, along with Bob Costas. Did some, a lot of people said nice things about Mantle at his eulogy. And then here's another letter I got from him. So this is from 2019, right? And I asked about Bobby Shantz in this one here, because Bobby Shantz was a teammate of his too, a Yankee. Bobby Shantz is one of my closest friends and a great teammate. Glad to send the book your way, and here I hope you like it when you come. So I even asked him if it was okay if I come down and visit him, interview him, talk baseball with him, right? On his, sit on the guy's porch and just talk about the Yankees and what his experience was for my YouTube channel, right? And he says, when you come down to South Carolina, give me a call and we'll have lunch. But he does spend 4 months a year at the beach, so he has a beach house. And I went down in the middle of summer, so it was no way I was going to be able to meet up with him. He said, give me a call when you arrive, I guess, or when you're coming, and we'll see if we can work it out. Sincerely, Bobby Richardson. So when I went down there, I'm like, I had his address, right? He still lives in his hometown. I don't know if it's his home house, but in Sumter, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I told my wife, I'm driving I'm driving up to Sumter. I'm going. And she goes, no, you'll get arrested for stalking and all this stuff. I'm like, no, I won't. I got this letter right here. It proves he invited me, But anyway, that's something neat, that you don't always get in a TTM. But I was corresponding. I have other letters that I corresponded with him too, back and forth with questions and stuff. But
Bobby Richardson is a great ball player, a great human being.
Yeah.
And actually, he would have met up with you too. I'm not sure if you're familiar with a guy named Matt from Straight Race Cards. He sat there and started TTMing and so on and so forth. And he started talking to him about signing his baseball cards and said how much of a privilege it is to kind of get his autographs and, learn more about the man himself and,
Right.
and everything he stands for and believes in, his, faith in Christ and the Lord and stuff like that.
Yep.
So Matt did ask him, hey, would it be okay if maybe I met up with you, when I'm go to North Carolina? And he sure enough sent kind of the same letter back to him, said, yeah, hit me up when you come. And so Matt did. They went out to eat breakfast and went to his basically morning people that he his fellows that he hangs out with every morning, get their breakfast and you kind of talk Bible and stuff like that, the little devotional morning club devotional thing that he has with some fellows, and hung out with them. And then they went to the different parks and things that he was associated with growing up, just kind of spent the day with Bobby Richardson. I just thought that was so cool. And then you read that too, just dang, that sounds like he would do that for anybody, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool that he just loves the game, loves to talk, and so on and so forth to his fans and so on and so forth. Just a really cool to hear that. I remember you showing that book before.
Yeah.
I didn't, I guess, remember the story about he was willing to meet up with you and so on and so forth. And now hearing Matt's story is just kind of takes it to a new level for me.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a real nice guy. We sent several letters back and forth. That's just some of it. I had other cards somewhere in my autograph collection somewhere that I got from him, but they came back all around the same time, so that's why I have them all kept together. Like how you keep your envelopes together with everything you send out, kind of keeping it all organized. And this thing I've been working on too with my 3D printer. Kind of recognize that, right?
Yeah, still working on the 52 Tops 3D.
Still trying to get it to come out. I'm working on it, but it's I don't write the programs, so I don't know how to write it to get it to do what I want it to do. I get the frame there, but everything else is like a topographical map. You can see the layers in there, right? You can see how it's raised up.
Sir.
I would just rather have it flat like this on the back. I tried flipping it over, on the plate, and printing it upside down. Didn't turn out right. I don't know. I'm working on it. That's one of the things that I wanted to do is to get this because I was gonna like even use this as a card divider, you know. But I'm not quite there yet. I've done other things with my printer, but no.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, and I've actually sold some printing stuff now too. So for my granddaughter's fundraiser for her cheer thing out in Indianapolis this July. So other than that, what else you got? Which card do you send it to Mr. Richardson? Someone wants to know.
So no, Mr. Speed Racer is actually saying he's going to do his very first CTM, and that's what he's asking him. But I'm trying to actually complete his whole full playing day tops run, and that's what I try to do with most of the guys that I truly like the TTM is send one of each tops base card through his playing days. So that's what I'm trying to do with Bobby Richardson. I already got his 57 tops rookie card, which is not a cheap card. And then
No.
I'm sending his 58, I think it is, and then something else. But I only need two more after this, so I'll be pretty close. I got two more cards to go and buy or find. Just most people on eBay just want an arm and a leg for their stuff. They just think, their vintage is supposed to be worth $20 minimum or something like that. No, commons for vintage ain't $20 a piece.
Yeah, true, but what are you gonna do, right? It's you gotta pay what you gotta pay. If you really want it, you're gonna have to pay up, right? Now listen, remember you've had some stories just Friday night about passing on some cards that now today are even more expensive. So my thing is, if you see it, you want it, you should get it now because it's only gonna go up, especially if we're talking vintage now. Modern has a chance to go down. And obviously you want to stay away from all the big guys. Like if you didn't pull a Wembanyama rookie early on, you're going to pay through the nose for it now. Well, I heard they took a dip. His card took a dip because they lost.
Yeah, right. I bought two today on the cheap. Or I took two in on a trade today, should I say so.
That's right. You did a show, right?
Huh?
You did a card show.
I did a trade day kind of trade. It's called a trade day, but it's kind of like a scaled down card show, really. Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking about setting up at card shows too, but I got to get more organized. I mean, like I don't have anything like even close to priced out. You saw all the 72s I have. You saw all the stuff I have here. I mean, all these people will buy them. I just got to figure out, what I want to put them, $1 a piece or.
I organize them by sport, and then I'll sit there and as well now got it to where I'll sit there and organize them by amount. So, I'll have $2 and I put little stickers on the back because people start shuffling your stuff around and move a $10 card in the $2 box or something like that. So it's just easier to sit there and have them color coded, with stickers or even I've seen people put permanent markers on them, this or that. You got to have, something like that where you can kind of mark them to where, they're not getting shuffled around. And I just leave them in the 3-row box or the 5-row box and just flip the lid over underneath and then put my, and I'm good to kind of go. I put my little code markers, price sheet on the front of the box, and it's kind of easy. All I got to do is put them on the table at each show and I'm good to go. What's up, Jay Pylon? Welcome to the show. Another TTM brother in the house.
Yeah. A 1 a.m. stream, high all thumbs up. Yeah, and Mr. Airtime, he's sleeping right now. He's in Canada.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on vacation up in Canada with his family, enjoying some entertainment and stuff like that. So he's probably not awake right now because they've been doing, a lot of amusement park stuff and all that good stuff, having fun. He's a thrill seeker, like one of those thrill seeker junkies, along with his cards.
Airtime is good, people. Man, I still miss his Sunday trivias, and so on and so forth.
You know what? He and I had a conversation because he lives like 4 miles from me, and we had a conversation not a month or two ago, and he let it slip that he was thinking about doing YouTube again. So I try not to bug him too much because it's a decision he has to make on his own. But yeah, he had a lot of people come in and check out his Sunday. It was always a Sunday stream, you know, and he can do sales day videos, from his eBay store because he has an eBay store, and so yeah, he does sale. Like I've done sales day videos, and I stopped doing them right now, mainly because I would have to, like, some guys do a daily thing, like, oh, this is what I sold today. Well, like today I sold 0 cards on eBay. Yesterday I sold 2. The day before that I only sold 2. So I was doing it weekly, and then I picked sales were up. And then I did, every 4th day I would do one. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just not even going to do it anymore because sales are down, But yeah. I got a Facebook group going. Anyone want to post or join? Can I put it on my post? Well, you can probably put the link in here too, can't you? You're a moderator, so you should be able to post links, I think. I don't know, since it's not YouTube specific. Like this is
he can.
Yeah.
He can.
So yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. You're in charge.
All right. So I never seen anybody tell me what they're doing for Father's Day yesterday. So everybody in the chat, let me know what kind of activities, meal plans, or whatever that y'all doing tomorrow for Father's Day. Y'all going out to eat? Y'all gonna sit there and cook some steaks or barbecue at the house? Let me know. I think I already told y'all what me and the missus are doing for Father's Day. What's up, Paul, as well? Mr. Boomslang usually probably goes live at least once or twice a week from what I can kind of tell you. Oh man, Jay Pylon, that's where we thinking about going is Texas Roadhouse. I love me them rolls. I can eat about a dozen of those rolls and still eat my supper. I love those rolls and that butter. I got a new mic. Cool. One day I told myself I'm going to invest in a decent little camera, a mic, some lights, and all that stuff. I just still keep it low key. I just upgrade to a decent iPhone, whatnot, and just use the iPhone. It's typically got a good speaker on it and a good camera, so I just utilize it. People want to sit there and try to grade my video skills, let them. I try to just keep it low key, just be me. Don't do no editing on my videos. I just add my little intro and sometimes an outro, my outro. Sometimes I don't even put that on there. Loaded sweet potato, what I ate, nice. I usually get that barbecue chicken thing that they got, and then I think I get the mashed potatoes is typically what I get when I go there. Every now and then I might get a steak, but I'm not the biggest steak eater or whatnot because most of the places can't cook the steak the exact. I'm very picky with my steak, and very rarely is it cooked exactly the way I want it. So I just kind of have to suffer per se. Think a steak for you to truly enjoy it has got to be exactly the way you like it. Did you see the TTMs I'm sending out? I noticed you mentioning Pat Jarvis, which is one of the guys I'm sending out. And I'm also sending out Bill the Spaceman Lee and some other ones. So I didn't know if you saw those, Jay. I would call it a dog knowing Ryan. I Man. I guess know that movie. I watched the little Ip Man kung fu movie, martial arts movie series. Kind of almost makes me think of that when you say I Man, because it's called Ip Man. Ip Man.
Hitman.
Ip Man.
We leave off with the quotes. Now I'm falling behind on the.
Do you remember the movie I Man with Scott Bakula?
Father's Day today. I went to Texas Roadhouse. Okay.
Later, Paul.
Pat Jarvis comment there.
Yeah.
I was watching a movie earlier called The I Man. Okay, it's got his dog Noah and Ryan. Huh. 2000 Upper Deck Legends number 27. One day I hope to have a vintage to send off. Okay. How about have you ever done anyone like non-sports related TTM in?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've done a lot of non-sports. I've done some actresses. I've done some actors. I've done some comedians. I've done, yeah, I've done quite a bit. My favorite I guess I'm gonna say my favorite two was an actress, considered one of the, what do they call those, bombshell, actress, Miss Sophia Loren. I
Sophia
sent to
Loren.
her. And then Jeff Foxworthy, I sent some of those Garbage Pail Kid cards of him
Mm-hmm.
that had, the play on his name, so on and so forth. I sent it and it got it back. So then I sent the B variation the next time and got it signed. So those are my two favorite I've sent to Tim Allen a few times. His autograph just kind of sucks. It looks like he just got a little scribbly thing he does. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I probably wouldn't sit there and say that was higher. I've sent to John Travolta. I've sent to let's see, I can't even remember them all because I don't send to as many of the actors and actresses because there's not a whole bunch of them that does that, and you can't find a whole bunch of what I call cards to send out because I like sending cards,
Right.
trading card type size stuff to people because it's just easier. Oh, Henry Winkler, the Fonz, I sent to him. That was another one of my favorites because it actually had the card had him, in the Fonz type outfit.
Yeah. Pat Jarvis is Nolan Ryan's first victim, strikeout victim.
Oh.
I didn't know that either, but I'm not a big Nolan Ryan guy. My boss, who's a big like TTM guy, but his goal is to get like every player that ever wore a Philadelphia Phillies uniform signature. So he's focused on Phillies, but he's done other stuff too, like the guy who writes Mad Magazine. We had some Mad Magazine cards that he sent to him to have him sign them, and he's got them back actually from him. Alfred E. Newman. Here you go. How about this? Vern Law.
Yeah, Vern Law will sit there and spank a card with every inscription that he possibly has. I love it. I love a Vern Law TTM.
Cebu Lions, Japanese baseball.
So to answer your question, Mr. Berry, he has not ever charged in the past, but this last one that I just sit there and looked up his address again to send out. Now it's showing that he is charging a fee. So yes, he's charging a fee of I think either like $5 or $10 or something like that. So he's charging a fee now.
And Kai Hawks, off center back. I have some of these. These are from 1979, like TCMA or something like that. Yeah, TCMA.
Those
Mhm.
TCMA cars look nice, and they're perfect as well for TTM because they usually got like a light, black and white kind of colors to them and stuff like that, so that just the ink jumps off of them. Really beautiful.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them upstairs. Bunch meaning a couple hundred, from one set 1 year.
That's nice, Jay.
Got 73 Pat Jarvis laying around somewhere. Guy's almost 100.
A lot of these guys are about 100. That's the reason why I started thumbing through some of these old cards that I had from the 50s, 60s, and said, man, noticed that a few of them passed away. So I sit there and said, all right, screw it. I'm sending all the rest of them that I got out, all
Mhm.
of them. They all going. If I have to get 75 TTMs set up to go, they're all going. That way I can get them out and hopefully not lose them due to losing the opportunity to get them sent out, should I say.
Right.
That was a couple of weeks back, so I got them all out, and they're slowly coming in each week.
That's cool.
I think I got a 59 that come back like a week or two ago. That's pretty cool when you're getting cards still from the 50s back.
Yes.
And you got to think those guys were probably 20ish at the minimum, back then. And then, 41 plus 26, so 67. So, yeah, these guys got to minimum be, you know, uh, 87 years old, if you're just doing the quick math, 87 to 95.
Yeah. Well, we got some more cards here I can show. So again, this is just from some boxes I went through within the past couple of days. Ultra Performers Frank Thomas. Here's a Topps Black Gold Frank Thomas. Those. This is a 5 or 10 card set here. Insert set. I don't know if they're all here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, so all 10 of them are right there to complete that little run. Again, so, Fleer put out these for all these guys. Triple Crown Contenders, Frank Thomas. Here's the Hot Shots with the temperature from your handle. Change the...
Yeah, I guess I don't remember those, man. Or I guess maybe I never knew that's what they were supposed to do. So I never knew that about those cards. I'm going to
This
go
might have
grab me
been
a
like
Dr.
the
Pepper and
top.
I'll be right back.
This might have been like the Topps Kids stuff, Topps
Yeah.
put out a Topps Kids set, right? Oh, my. Here's a 94 Fleer Ultra All-Star. Here's another Black Gold. Here's a 5th anniversary Leaf. Team 2000 from Pinnacle. Frank Thomas collection from Studio. This was a 5-card set. Yeah, this is 2, 3, and 5. So 1 and 4 are missing. How about the Tom Selleck SP number 4?
Tom Selleck used to TTM. I've seen a couple of people get him back in the day. He no
Yeah.
longer does, but that's another one of those guys I wish I would have.
Frank Thomas Home Run Heroes. This is part of the Loose collection. Walter Luce or someone like that was the photographer that took a bunch of these photos for Upper Deck. Again, this is a anniversary card, I believe, of that card there. 5th year anniversary. Here's some rookie cards from Score Update.
I got one of those cards signed and autographed, slabbed up.
Okay. There's his Fleer rookie card, right? And the update set there. Here's the Upper Deck SP 93 or 94. Diamond Cut, Pinnacle Slugfest. Here's the non-winners version of that card. That's the Bowman foil. So you had some guys had 2 cards in that set, and here's a bunch of rookie cards. No partial blacklist. I do have 1 partial blacklist. That's in another box somewhere else. Unlike this one that I showed the other day. Where did I put it? Okay. 1 card. That's underneath these. Where's it at? That card there. I showed this the other day, a couple of weeks ago. Tyler Flowers. I'm like, who's this guy? But it's an official card. Like, I guess. Right? But they're making fun of, I guess, the blacklist. How about some like off-brand cards? Or this is 91 something A&M American Sports Monthly. So it came out in a magazine. Headline stars. These fold open, and you can switch from Albert Bell or something like that. And Frank Thomas. Yeah, Albert Bell, Frank Thomas. There's a little hologram inside there. How about this one here? He's wearing Bears uniform. And Cartwrights, whatever that is. Ace. Here's I think this might have been handed out with some kind of ticket or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Special, yeah. I think there was a ticket that came with this because I think it was a Nolan Ryan out there too. That's a McDonald's one. Here's some Pro Cards minor league stuff. This is Ball Street again, like off-brand, whatever. Ball Street 91. The Cola collection, Frank Thomas. Barry Cola, who is a famous photographer too, I guess, right? 91 American Sports Monthly. Here's another one, off-brand, whatever. Sports Report promotion issue, June 92, D&B publication. Okay, this one here, he got some glowing bats in his hand. Playing card, deck card. Major League Baseball 92, Aces.
I love those little playing deck cards.
I have a bunch of these. Like, I'm thinking like complete set runs of these, but these are neat little character cards. It's supposed to be Lou Piniella, but it says Loose Piniella there.
What set is that from?
It says Cartoons. And it's Cartoons 1993.
I would love to find some of those of the different guys at TTM and get those TTM. That would be cool.
Here's someone choking out a Brave pitcher. Doc OK, so that's Doc Gooden. Here's one. Bob Tewksbury, only it's Bob Newksbury.
Because kind of like a little play of GPK.
Yeah. Here's one that's like Mount Rushmore with Yankees on it. Ruth, DiMaggio, Gehrig, and Mantle. This is a Cloud Johnson, Randy Johnson. Clouds. This is Kevin Hapier, so it's Kevin Apier. Gruesome Tales. Don't see this alone. It's Marquise Gruesome instead of Grissom. Looks like they're killing the Philly Fanatic here. What's this one? It says Silly Fanatic. Yeah, I call them the Sillies too. Well, you can tell that's accuracy right there all the way. Dennis Excellency, though.
See, he TTM, so that'd be cool.
Here's Drabeck, Doug Drawback. Who's that? Chili Davis, or Chili Dog Davis,
That's cute.
or Butter Blue Codger Butter. Brett Butler, right? Brett Butter,
Yep.
that goes on the
Yep.
bottom.
Brett
Then
Butler.
I saw these too. I've never seen these before. It's the O'Connell and Sons Incorporated. There's Danny Murtoff, and it's like card 182, blank back.
Yeah, he was a coach for a couple of teams.
Leo DeRocher, card 137
Leo the Lip.
or 187. Sorry, here's 189. Wes Parker, the Dodgers. Joe Rudy, 190. Again, blank backs. And Jose Cruz, 198. Never saw them before until I pulled them out of the box.
Never seen those before either.
Yeah. And then we've got just more 2001 Fleer EX. Helton. Here's a mascot of the Blue Jays, I would imagine. BJ Birdie. Okay, you could come up with a better name. Tom Goodwin, Topps leading looters. Oh, that's still stolen base leaders. SB22, yeah. Oops. And there he goes. Unload 4. And so on, like Clear Flare 94. Here's this here. This is little film strips.
Oh, those are, yeah, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, this is Editor's Choice Paul O'Neill for the Jenkins.
I guess I don't remember those of that exact variety of those slide, film reel looking
Yeah.
cards though.
All right, King B Quality Meat Snacks, second annual collector's edition, Joe Carter. Here's a Joe Carter 94 Fleer Ultra, Career Achievement Awards. David Cohn, Raul Mondesi, Smooth Leather, Raul Mondesi, prison inmate number so and so, right?
Didn't
Here's
Rob Mondesi win not a Cy Young, but a Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, he did. Dodgers had that locked up for years.
Yeah, 4 straight years.
There's a Hojo, so now and then they would show, older and newer. He was with Detroit and he was with the Mets and so on. This is
BTK.
Hideo Nomo, right? He's in the Japanese Hall of Fame, I hear.
Oh, that card needs some ink on it.
San Diego Chicken, Tino Martinez, and I'm a Yankee guy, so There's another Power Players Mondesi, so it's an insert card. How about Max Patkin? He's dead now, so you won't get ink unless you buy one that's already inked up on him. But he was a clown prince of baseball, and he would travel around to the stadiums and just do skits like in between innings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was just like a bum in a baseball uniform, though. And so on. I did find I put it in a different box. Here's a Dante Bichette Desert.
Focus shirt, Daddy.
Kerry Wood. I've seen several of these, not just Wood, but other players.
Yeah.
Draw a card.
Yeah, where they let the kids do a card. Yeah.
Some of them are adults too, though. But
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Here's another Nomo. Another Nomo. What else you got? You got anything else you want to show?
Nah, I sit there and just figured out to hop on and just hang out with the legend known as Boom Slang for a little bit before I had to get in bed.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good. And I found this. This is a whole, like, a 5-card set of Nomo with the Japanese. It's upper deck, but it's got Japanese writing on the front.
I think that's, what do they call that? Kanji writing? Kanji?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's like a 5-card set, and I got like 6 of each one, so. Pretty cool. There's the backs. 5 of 5. So it's a 5-card set, yeah. Pretty cool. Cool stuff. And like these are all like mostly insert cards from the 90s and stuff, which are really hot right now. Some of them. Depending on the condition though, Some score 95. But these have holes punched in them.
Huh.
Like I don't know what that signifies. Because it's unless it's for Braille or something. I don't know, but they've got holes tapped into them, and this one's got the exact same.
Not seen that before.
Yeah, I don't know. Holes punched in. You can see him there in his there. This one's a little harder to see because it's up on the hat and stuff, but weird. Never seen it. These are the only two I've seen. I've got a lot of these. Like these sets like this, I try to see what I could collect because I got so many cards. I can put these sets together probably if I would focus on them, you know. I'm working on these sets here. This Dufex from Pinnacle. These are really cool looking cards here. Joe Carter. And then these were inserts in like sleeves, I think, for 9 pocket page sleeves, I think. Limited edition to 150,000. No, it's from Stadium Club, but it's Ultra Pro. So they're the 9 pocket sleeves. That's 9 pocket pages. And again, these are sets, 25 card set. You know, if you get the award winners, you put them together. They're all chase cards that people were chasing back in the day. Let's see. Chris Abel signed his comic card of these for me. So it didn't charge me either. He is back to signing, but wants fees. I'm not sure where to resend to him though. So I use hold on. I use a site. I don't know if I have it on this laptop or not, if it's on my PC upstairs. Let's go and find out. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Minimize this real quick. Yeah, no. Favorites right here. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Where's it at? Anyway, I have a site that I use, and I haven't used it because they charge you like $15.99 a year. All right, be careful. Huh? Yeah, I'll block it. Is that what you want? Yeah, block it. Yeah, I'll block it. I'll be back. I gotta
Yes, sir.
look at the dog real quick.
All
These are the punch. Oh, they're the punch redemptions. He says right there. Those are the punch redemption promos on the 95 score. There you go.
Nice. So I'm looking up some addresses right now, y'all, is what I'm doing to see if some of these guys TTM or not that I'm looking through. Some potential TTM fuel now. That's kind of what I'm doing. Yep. Plan on sending out to this beautiful Andy Van Slyke here in the near future. Love these all-star cards. And get that card signed up.
So those are punch redemptions. Cool. Never knew that. Yeah, but so for any of those guys that are new here, this is my garage. If you have never seen it, we'll do another pan with the camera. So it looks like a mess, and it is a mess, but these are my boxes of cards, boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of cards. I've been slowly working on it. It's a process of sorting and separating. Like those have all been gone through now. I've got like right to the ceiling, right? They've all been gone through now. And basically, to me, they're junk. They may be TTM fuel for somebody, but not for me. I don't TTM that much. I haven't TTM'd in a couple of years now. So it's TTM fuel, but not my fuel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll get this camera to go back down and focus where it's supposed to. Focus. And there it is. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, it is what it is. I pull, obviously, if I'm building a set, I'll try to build them. But like I said, I've got every top set from 77 up to 2025 right now. Not in binders, but still in the boxes or whatnot. But hundreds of sets just stacked up here, you know, all over the place. I've got thousands of unopened packs of cards. Let's just say, speaking of Nomo, I have a 96 sports card mag price guide with Big Hurt on front and Nomo on the back with his quote, "I see lots of no hitters standing at home plate. Oh, zero hitters standing at home plate, calling my name, as in, please, no mo."
Too corny.
They're like $5 and $10 for the common players. Oh, okay, yeah, for the mail-in redemptions, I guess. One man's junk. You're right. You're right. And you know, I'm gonna be putting them out probably. We already had our yard sale for the community, and I didn't have anything ready. It'd be like I was paying $10 a box, but I let them go for $5 because that's what the box would cost. You know.
And I'm fixing to have to tap out, my friend.
Okay.
Got to
Good
get
to
up
have
early
you.
tomorrow.
Good to have you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you. Yeah, appreciate you letting me hang out with you a little bit.
No problem.
Everybody take care, stay chipper, and have a great weekend. And I'll holler at all y'all later.
All right. Yep. I'm going to continue going through this box at least.
All right. Have
All
fun.
right.
And bye.
Thanks again, Adam.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
My pleasure. Bye.
So again, here's Bat Patrol with, look at these Dante Bichettes. Bat Patrol of Carlos Baergas. So some of these cards I'll have like literally 900 of one card. Yeah, Phil Collins. Yep. No more, no more, no more. So yeah. I'll throw the link up there again in case anyone else wants to join in there. Welcome to. I don't care. I'll be out here for a little bit longer, right? Control V and enter. Blake Jessup, what's up? So not all the guys that like I'll be pulling cards of like if they're an insert card or something like that. Parallels, I'll pull them. This I've never seen, and guys, I got 4.5 million cards, and to say like I've never saw those redemption scores before until I pulled them out of one of these boxes, or this one here. This is a Top Stadium Club, Edgar Martinez prime cuts, and it's laser cut, I think, or it's plastic. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's plastic layered in there. But it's you know, see-through. It's never saw these cards before. Here's the first one I've seen. PC5 is the card number from Top Stadium Club. Laser cuts. Edgar Martinez. Or this Jermaine Dine. I have seen some of these where they supposedly come with real gems. Some of them in there, diamonds and other rare gems. This is just nothing. There's nothing there but a bump. Pinnacle Zenith, the Diamond Club, 6 of 20, or this one here of Don Larson's, 53 tops, or Bowman maybe 54 Bowman. Yeah, might be the Bowman. Yeah, Bowman. Don Larson, Baltimore. Supposed to be a Baltimore Oriole on this hat there. If you hold it right, you can see the whole outline of the bird. It looks like just like an orange blob there, but there's an actual bird hiding in there. You can see some of the outline as it flickers back and forth. Elston Howard, You know, these are like Chrome cards. So, whatever. Never saw them before. Or this here. I've seen a couple of these before, though. This is a Stadium Club, though. Video replay. Apparently, it's like David Cone or someone pitching to, I don't know who it is. Kerry Wood pitching for the Cubs. You know, here's a Flair hot numbers. Number 9, Carlos Baerga. 2 of a 10 card set. Joe Carter on a sports flick. MM10. Chuck Finley, Topps Gold, right? Okay. Somehow this got in here. Dave Concepcion, 77 Topps. And that can go over here because this box not just has the 72s in it, it's got 78s, 79s, 78s, 79s, more 78s. Here we go. 77s. There's a 79 there. These are 78s. And 78s. Got a Tony Perez 78s. Got way too many Tony Perez's there. 78s. 78. I only throw them out because they're in the wrong spot. The 79. So I put this Alan Trammell 79 Topps in the 79 Topps slot. And then they got separators, and then all these 78s get moved into the right spot. But Ted Simmons, Sparky, Earl, Dick. Put me on stage. I hit the mouse button, apparently. Took me out of the studio. What's this say? Today, from my 4th pack of 2026 Series 2 baseball pack, I hit a Ryan O'Hearn from Pirates numbered 27 out of 399. Nice. What's it say? I've just gotten into the collecting game about 2 to 3 weeks ago. That's cool. How about this? Tony Perez. What's this Mike Jorgensen doing there? I don't know. Just kidding. JK. Yeah, I mean, 75, right? Here's a block of 1975 Topps. That's set off to the side that I got out of another box, right? I mean, every time I open a box, I get something different. 75. Jim Palmer. This one has a $2 price tag. Book $5. Selling for $2. There's Harmon Killebrew. Or there's Gary Carter rookie card. Reds. Not marked. Dwight Evans. Fred Lynn rookie card. Dave Parker. Here's a Reggie Jackson. It's got some paper loss. Must have been taped into a book or something. Raleigh Fingers. Rod Carew. There's Joe Morgan, All-Star. Pete Rose, All-Stars. That one's got a crease in it there. Johnny Bench, All-Star. ×3. Carlton Fisk. Brooks Robinson. Thurman Munson. Some Mickey Mantle, 62. With Maury Wills. MVP cards. About 57 Mantle and Aaron. Then we've got Yaz out the Yazoo. That one's got a crease in it. Yaz out the Yazoo. We've got more Palmers. Keith Hernandez rookie. And Jim Rice rookie. And that's just a small stack of this that was in this 1 3-row box. of 75s, 74s, and 73s, and I was rooting around down here. Was it upstairs? Somewhere I found another binder with a bunch of 73 tops, and I've already, like I said, I've got the 73 set completed. But before I completed it, I had already started a binder, and then I bought the whole set off of a friend of mine who was selling it. And then I had like, oh, well, I got my binder now. And then I stumbled across the binder down here. Let's see, what do we got here? So some old school stickers. Adam would like that. The Braves sticker from Fleer, the Phillies, the Brewers, the Expos, Trastros, Cardinals, the Padres, Blue Jays, Mets, Rangers, Giants. Don't know what year these are. It says 83, so there you go, 83. Then here's some other ones. These are probably from the 70s. Let's see. These are from, doesn't say, because they got trivia on the back. So you have the different years they made them, even from the 60s, with trivia on the back. So I don't know what year these are. You have to look them up. Or here's some other ones: the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Mets, and the Blue Jays. These again, see, these are different year, yet they've got, you know, trivia. That's different from this one. Even apparently, it looks the same though. Who knows? Some years they put out some of the same stuff. Here's some more: Phillies, Pirates, Tigers, Dodgers, and even other ones. Like that has, some of these put out the same photos on too, the puzzle pieces on the back. Like, see, do you think they would be the same year? But yet they got different backs, so I don't get it. Trivia versus, so I think they did a couple years where they made the same ones. Trivia and same puzzle backs. I don't know. But I've got literally thousands of these stickers too, because when I bought boxes of cards off my friend Art, amongst, like, if I'll buy 40 boxes off of him, of like 3,200 count boxes, 4 of them were filled with stickers, you know, not sports cards, but it is what it is. So that's that. Looked at the stickers, and if you guys like the insert cards, you know, here's a Dante Bichette Titanic Taters. Here's a cool looking one from, looks like a Fleer metal, but it's a Fleer Ultra 97 Bichette Ultra 97 Caminetti. It's all embossed, like it's supposed to be leather or something, but it's not. It's just paper, but it's got an embossed stamp on it. Leather Shop, it says. Here's a this is a the Grand Slam from Denny's, I believe. It says Grand Slam down there. I was a Denny's thing back in the day. These were randomly inserted on how many per box, right? Back in the Topps Stadium Club. Yes. Here's a Topps Stadium Club, you know, Joe Carter, Crunch Time, it says. Here's a Donruss MVP, Cecil Fielder. Here's a winner, B winner, mail-in card, not mailed in. Lords of the Diamond, Darren Erstad, diamond cut. I don't know if they made them undiamond cut and diamond cut. I don't know. Home Run King, Cecil Fielder. Oops, there's a Joe Carter, Diamond Tribute. Record Breaker, Kerry Woods. And here's this is a Fleer or Donruss. D2 of 10 dishwashers. Kevin Brown, Skybox, I believe it says there. Fleer Ultra 95 4, Hit Machine, Baerga. These kind of cards are hot right now. If you can get a 10 in them, they're worth a pretty penny. Probably these too. I mean, they're black bordered, but or Heritage, Studio Heritage cards. That's a 8-card set there. All-Star cards from Fleer 94, Fleer 94, Fleer 95, Lumber Company. Some flags from that's from the Desert Storm, Topps Desert Storm set, the military cards. Here's Topps All-Stars, All-Star Game. Rest in peace, Garrett Anderson. Here's one of Brett Boone. There's the back. Don't know. TAS, Topps All-Star card 14. Yeah, so Hobby Masters, Ken Caminetti. Some sparkle to it. Another Ken Caminetti. There's the backs of that one. 92 Headliners, Cecil Fielder, Jeff Reardon. Some of these are like, I don't know, like they look like chrome, but this one is kind of a mix in between a chrome card and paper. So I don't know. But it's Jeff Blauser, Clout 9. Like, yeah, he may have had 9 home runs in a career, but there he is. And there's 3 of them. These, again, people want to get these in PSA 10s so they can turn a nice profit on those. Color Road. Colorado. Okay. Gotcha. 3 of 18. Coors Field, ballpark. So it's a ballparks thing from Pinnacle Summit. I'm pretty sure I have this set complete because I'm always finding other stragglers throughout boxes. I do have this entire, if this is the Conlon collection, not the Babe Ruth one, and it's the Conlon collection, not first printing though, so good luck with that. But that's the Conlon collection. Casey Stengel, Hall of Fame, 1966. Yankees manager. Pat Mahomes, I'm just putting that Bowman set together. These are marquee matchups. Dayanoma and Tim Salmon, because they're from California teams. And then Ultra Fireman from Fleer Ultra 94, Tom Henke. Ultra Fireman, Dwayne Ward, Blue Jays. Ultra Fireman, Randy Myers. Ron Beck. Jeff Montgomery, John Wetland, Roberto Hernandez, there's Beck again. And then, you know, league leaders. Fleer put out tons of insert cards throughout the 90s. So everywhere you look, you can find them. So you have a mind-blowing collection for sure. Most of those inserts are cards I've never seen before. Yeah. If you've never tuned in, I showed a week or two ago, probably 2 weeks ago, I showed a whole box of just insert cards. Here's more of the Ultra Fireman, Brian Harvey, John Wetland again, Tom Henke again. Like, these were sets that people chased after and tried to put together, you know, back in the day when they were packed fresh. But I have, for some, again, I got them from someone else's collection that I bought, and they're already not slab, but they're in nice hard plastic cases. Complete set runs, plus mail. Some of them had mail-in redemptions too, to go from like 10 cards to 12 cards, or 20 cards to 22. Here's a Pinnacle Slugfest, Bobby Bonilla, Ruben Sierra, Cecil Fielder. And then we're back to the Fleer Ultra All-Stars of Tom Pagnazzi, Mickey Tettleton, Jack McDowell, Roberto Kelly, or how about Fleer RBI Kings, Martinez, O'Neill, Travis Lee, new Hall of Famer Andrew Jones, Darren Erstad, and back to Dominators. People chase the Dominator cards. Like all these cards were being chased by people back in the 90s. Here's headliners: Tim Salmon, Joe Carter, Cecil Fielder again. How about these? These again, and some of these, like these inserts, came in different packs. Like some would come in just regular, boxes, wax boxes. Some would come into jumbo packs. Some would come in rack packs or whatever, So certain packs would have certain inserts, and like the team leaders were probably inserted into jumbo packs only, to get you to buy the jumbo box of jumbos too, instead of just a box of base cards. Again, these are pretty cool. League leaders, 95 Fleer Ultra. Oh, well, here's the third one. So now I've got more. No, I looked at these. So somehow they got put back in there. But these are the same one. The Alou one, yes. And the Sid Bream. So there you go. Those were the mail-in redemptions. Now I know. Upper Deck SP from print is very small. Very small print. It's probably not going to show up. That's how small it is. Will not focus. But anyway, this is a 48 card set. And that's just all I have. I've got more that I've got from other boxes. Joey Davis. This is the Upper Deck Home Run Heroes. Strawberry, Zeal, Jack Clark, Tartable, Greg Vaughn, Jay Buhner, no junior on the back of that card, Joe Carter, and Cecil Fielder. Again, they have the Platinum Power, die cuts, bunch of Cecil Fielders there. So I live in PA, and me? No, I used to. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I live in New Jersey now. Again, more of the award winners from 92 Fleer Ultra. A bunch of Ventura, Knoblauchs, Langstons, Pendletons, Devon White, Matt the Bat Williams, only one of them, Pagnozzi. Here's another set of 98, maybe? I don't know. 93, Fleer Ultra. Andy Van Slyke, Top Glove, so maybe Gold Glove winners. Ventura, Gold Glove probably. Pendleton, Devon White, Jose Land, John Jabs' childhood hero, Tom Pagnozzi, Mark Grace, and Langston. What's up, Low Roller? How you doing? They took away PA skill game slot machine in October. Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing, Boom Slang. Hope you have a great Father's Day. Yes, thanks. Everyone out there, too, have a great Father's Day. I'm going to probably be closing her down here, too. It is dark 30 here in New Jersey. So, yeah. Let's see the time. Oh, it's 2:40 a.m. So, I'll have to walk the dog probably before I go up and then go to bed. But I got so many cards. And some of them were like collections. The guys would mark them and he put the date on them that he marked them. The guy who passed away in 2009, he marked all his stuff. But apparently none of them are here. I'm looking through. boxes, and some of them have tags on, but not like dated. But anywho, we went through this box of what some of the newer stuff that I pulled out within the last couple of days. And I can put now these stickers in the box, of one of the 2 boxes of stickers that I got sitting back here. You're still monetized your YouTube. You didn't turn on super chat or live stream. No, I don't need. No, people don't need the super chat. That's fine. You know, I get like nothing a year. I haven't gotten that check from YouTube for running ads since the first year probably, and it took a whole year to earn $100. And so if I look at my thing, it tells me, oh, you're on track to earn $4 this month, and then it drops. Oh, you're on track to make $2 this month or year or whatever. I already figured it out. And so yeah, it's going to be 10 years before I get another $100 check out of them. But it's all right. It is what it is. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to get rich doing baseball cards. That's for sure. You gotta do some kind of hype thing, or you gotta be a big time gamer, or whatever. Let's do this. We'll change the camera back. Camera to webcam. And now you guys can see all the junk sitting behind me. Complete sets here. And I got more over there. Unopened box. Complete sets here in these bags. Even some of them are unopened. Like I found some 1987 Topps unopened boxes. Here's 88. Let's see. Brand new. But someone opened up 1, 2, 3, 4 bundles for some reason. So maybe this card's missing. I don't know. I took the rubber band off of the puzzle though, because that'll screw up the puzzle pieces. There's another 88. Let's see what happened with this. Oh, this one's this one, someone opened up one. They opened up one sleeve. So they're looking for one individual card. Again, I took the rubber band off of those so it doesn't ruin the puzzle. Put the marks on the puzzle, because those rubber bands will disintegrate and then they'll stick to the puzzle pieces of the cards. All right, let's open up this other one. This one has 1, 2 open bundles. This one's open. This one's open. There's puzzles here. So, yeah, someone who picked these up, they were looking for specific cards, and they're guessing the bundles to try to get the card numbers, because they're packed in stacks of like 50 or I guess cards per stack. So they pack them in there tight. There we go. Here's one. Someone wrote 86 Donruss on it. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah. Complete, unopened, 86 Donruss set. Booyakasha. Nice. Puzzle is through Hank Aaron, right? Oh yeah, puzzle's Hank Aaron, because he's the cover cards. That's what the puzzle looks like. The big puzzle. So there's an 86 set right there that can be bindered up, but I don't have a binder. Many binders available, but sets all over the place. all over the place. And then back, switch the camera one more time. 360 link. Back here, and I started to show this. Those are referred to as mailbox slot boxes right there. So it'll stay. Oh, gotta get it to focus on something right there. Almost. Almost. Give up. Too far up. Too far up. Too far up. Now it's going way up. Come on. The camera's not perfect. Anyway, these are mailbox slots. And I bought these. This was from another guy that had 14 totes full of boxes of cards, plus these things. It filled up the bed of my truck. And if you look, there's 86 clear, 86 Donruss, 83 Donruss, right? 89 Donruss, 88. This says rookies, 90 leaf. This one I put in there to fill that hole, 90 upper deck. But all the red and some of the black here was someone else wrote all them on there. So there's 91 rookies, 87 leaf, 87 clear, 88 Donruss, 80, and so on. And there's a bunch of them because they're over here as well. Over here's a bunch that have got 91 rookies, 88 Donruss, 89 8 score, 91 Donruss, 91 Donruss, 91 Donruss, 84 tops, and then they broke them down into even box 1, 2, 3. Let me just pull this. Pull this one out here. Ugh. This one says 1980 tops, right? And it is box number 2. Oops. No, there's a number 2 there. And let's open it up. Booyakasha. So there it is. These are supposed to be 1980 tops. And there you go. So, and that's a pretty crisp looking card. I don't know what number the Ricky Henderson is, if it should be in this box or not, but it could be. Let's see, it will be. But this is pretty full. What's a Ricky Henderson rookie card? Anyone out there know what the rookie card was offhand? Stay there. Oh, let's see. Clear off my keyboard here. All the way off. All right, what is it? 482. So this is box 2. All right. Let's go back here. Here. So 482, right? And the last ones in this box are 558, right? So if they're in numerical order, which I don't know because I've never gone through these boxes. Pull these out here, and this is 399. Now they're not in numerical order, it's 417. So I'm gonna have to look it up. 403, 403, 403, 403, 403. So chances are it's not going to be in here because look at all the 403s. Like literally, Pete Redfern, that takes up a lot of slots in that box. So chances are there's probably no hits in these boxes. All right, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I heard the dog. sometimes the dog and cat have a conversation. And it's not always the pleasant one. And what's this one here say? You will be selling in card shows. Yes, I will be. I just gotta get better organized. I'm not even close to organized yet. Let me share my screen with you guys real quick. Let's go here. Share screen. Share screen. And again, it's not there. Window. That's what I gotta do. Share window. And where's it at? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. This was under window before, but apparently it's all done. I want to share that one. This is my 3D printer screen. There it is, right? There it is. All right, so I'm going to share that one with you guys. And now I'm going to go out and pull out the 3D print that I made while we were streaming. All right. So here it is. This is what I made. Let's get off the device. Stop sharing. All right. We'll go back to the other camera. Thank you. There we go. So this is what I made in the thing. Now you have to clean it up. These here's stickers. Again, this is the box of 80 tops. Good chance that Ricky's not in there because there's so many of that one common player that I'm gonna just assume that there's nothing there. But now you gotta take this and then you gotta peel some of this stuff off that it puts down for supports and get it, ready to be sold or played with or whatever. I've sold, like between $50 and $75. I don't know. I just donated it and they sold it. So, of 3D printed critters like this, like dragons and frogs and dinosaurs and stuff like that. But you got to take all this filament off of here, and then eventually it will come to life because it's supposed to be a flexible kind of interactive thing. And these things could go for a pretty penny if you buy them at fairs and stuff like that. Like I know my son said he paid $30 for a dragon just a couple of years ago before we got our machine. So but you see, once you get things going, you clean it up good and it becomes flexible, not indestructible, but the whole thing will become flexible and kids will get some little bit of enjoyment out of it. Ouch, that hurt. But it does get sharp too if you're not careful. I just poke myself with the horn. And then we bought a machine. We're waiting for the delivery. It's going to be towards the end of this month, so within a couple of weeks. That all this scrap that we're making, right, all this stuff that's not part of the model will be able to be ground back up and turned back into filament to be reused. So that helps eliminate waste, throughout the world or whatever, because some people get upset about that. Our yard sale thing has already passed. I mean, it came up on us so fast. However, this past weekend, Friday and Saturday, my neighbor down the road, she sets up, and she had one, and I thought about going, but I was so busy working on the 3D printer and printing stuff because I wanted to make stuff to sell, because I sold more than I expected to sell through the donation process, that it wiped out my little supply that I had of things to sell. I was going to bring that down and sell it too. So, no. And I talked about going to the flea market and setting up at a flea market. Haven't done that either yet. So I'm a good talker, but not a good doer, I guess, right now. But anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. What's this? It says you doing good. Yeah. I doing live? No, because I did the live. It was from my driveway, right out the garage door there. And you guys saw I didn't get any. Got one guy showed up, and that was it. And I couldn't give him the card. He had him to pay me the whole $1 for the card, but I made $1 for the weekend. But it's best to set up at a regular flea market where there's other vendors that sell the similar product to you, if not a card show, where you have similar, especially a lot of like-minded people. Like if you go to a card show, that's what people go there for. If you go to a flea market, people go there for a bit of everything. So you have to get lucky with the right customer coming by. But at a card show, that customer is coming to you, right off the street, because you've got what they want, supposedly, hopefully. And, for me, vintage, I have a lot of vintage, and I will go out of my way to look for vintage, such as the indoor flea market up in the Wind Gap, Pennsylvania, when I go up to visit my mom and my in-laws up there. I'll stop in there and see Jack and hit him up for some 50s Bowmans and stuff like that to put into my eBay store. So the eBay store goes by the same name, by the way, of Boomslang. So it has the same logo as my YouTube things, just with me standing there with my arms crossed in front of an American flag on one of my, I think it was a deployment to the Middle East way back in 2013, maybe? Something like that. And I was there in 2006. No, 2003 I went. I went in 2006. Maybe it was 2006. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. So I got to get a tool to help peel some of this stuff off. It'll make it a lot easier than trying to just do it all by hand. But you guys get the idea. You've seen them before. It's just a little dragon. There's his head. Got some horns. Got to clean it up a little bit, and it'll be ready to rock. Other than that, guys, now, seriously, I'm going to sign off. 2.5 hours. Airtime did not show up, so he'll have to catch it on the replay like he normally does. So he'll see this in the morning and maybe sneak it in between roller coaster rides or whatever. All right. Peace out, everyone. We'll see you guys in the next one. Try to do more of these. All right. You have a lot of inventory in your house, so you will make a lot of space by selling on flea markets. Yes, you're right. Or even just marketplace, right? Just have people come meet me and get rid of it. Selling off these boxes of TTM fuel, and that's how I'd have to list them, as TTM fuel, because that's basically what they are—a bunch of commons. That someday these commons though might be Hall of Famers. Like Andrew Jones was just a fan favorite, and look, he's in the Hall of Fame, right? So you never know when they're gonna make it. You never know. All of a sudden, that Jim Cott card was just a regular card, now turns into a Hall of Famer, right? And it has more value. Peace out. Yep. See you guys later. Thanks again, everyone, for stopping by, hanging out, chit-chatting. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Leaving studio. Yeah. Leave studio. Leave for